The doll arrived on a Tuesday. A storm raged outside, rain lashing against the windows. 10-year-old Lily's eyes widened as her father carried the large, ornately decorated box into the living room. "What's that?" Lily asked, her voice barely a whisper. "It's a gift for you, sweetheart," her mother answered, her voice unnaturally high. Lily's father carefully placed the box on the coffee table. The room seemed to grow colder. He lifted the lid, revealing a beautiful porcelain doll nestled in red velvet. The doll wore a frilly blue dress and had long, flowing golden hair. Her eyes were a startling blue, like icy chips, and they seemed to follow Lily's every move. Lily reached out a hesitant hand to touch the doll's cold, smooth cheek. A shiver ran down her spine. Something about the doll made her uneasy, but she couldn't explain why. "She's beautiful," Lily whispered, trying to ignore the prickling sensation on the back of her neck. Her voice echoed strangely in the sudden silence. The first strange occurrence happened that very night. Lily woke to a soft whisper coming from the foot of her bed. She sat up, her heart pounding, and saw the doll perched on a chair, its blue eyes gleaming in the darkness. "Hello?" Lily's voice trembled. The whispering stopped. Lily turned on the bedside lamp, bathing the room in a warm glow. The doll sat motionless, its painted smile eerie in the artificial light. Over the next few days, the strange occurrences continued. Lily thought she saw the doll's head turn, its icy blue eyes following her around the room. She heard whispers when she was home alone, soft and indistinct, sending chills down her spine. One evening, while having dinner with her parents, Lily could have sworn she saw the doll blink. She dropped her fork, the clatter echoing in the sudden silence. "What is it, honey?" her mother asked, concern creasing her forehead. Lily just shook her head, unable to voice her growing fear. Lily's parents dismissed her claims at first, attributing them to an overactive imagination. But as the incidents escalated, they too began to feel uneasy. Objects started moving around the house on their own. Doors slammed shut without a breeze. One night, Lily's father, a skeptical man with a practical mind, woke to the sound of his daughter screaming. He rushed to her room to find Lily cowering under her blankets, her face pale with terror. The doll, which Lily had left on her bedside table, was now lying in the middle of the room, its blue eyes wide and menacing in the moonlight streaming through the window. Lily's father felt a cold shiver run down his spine as he picked up the doll, its porcelain skin icy to the touch. The family's fear was palpable now, a heavy presence that hung in the air. Lily's mother suggested getting rid of the doll, but Lily refused. Despite her fear, she felt oddly drawn to it, a strange and unsettling connection she couldn't explain. Desperate, Lily's parents contacted a paranormal investigator, a woman named Miss Eleanor Wright, who had a reputation for dealing with unusual cases. Miss Wright arrived at their home, her eyes sharp and assessing as she took in the worried faces and the palpable tension in the air. Miss Wright listened patiently as Lily's parents recounted the strange happenings, her gaze lingering on the doll lying on the coffee table, its blue eyes seemingly boring into her. "It's a curse," Miss Wright finally said, her voice low and grave. "A malevolent spirit is attached to this doll." She explained that the doll was likely used in some sort of dark ritual, imbuing it with a sinister energy. The spirit was feeding off their fear, growing stronger with each passing day. Miss Wright proposed a cleansing ritual, a way to break the curse and banish the evil spirit. The ritual was elaborate and dangerous, requiring specific herbs, candles, and incantations. Lily watched with wide, frightened eyes as Miss Wright arranged the candles in a circle around the doll, her voice a low hum as she chanted in a language Lily didn't understand. The air grew thick with anticipation, charged with an unseen energy. The candles flickered, casting dancing shadows on the walls. Lily felt a cold sweat break out on her skin as Miss Wright continued chanting, her voice growing louder, more urgent. Suddenly, the lights flickered and died, plunging the room into darkness. A gasp escaped Lily's lips. Her parents' terrified whispers were the only sounds in the oppressive darkness. The air crackled with energy. Then, just as suddenly as it had gone dark, the lights flickered back on. The candles were still burning, their flames steady and bright. But the doll was gone. Miss Wright stood in the centre of the circle, her face pale but triumphant. "It's over," she said, her voice raspy. "The spirit is gone." Relief washed over Lily, followed by a wave of exhaustion. She hugged her parents tightly, her body trembling with the after-effects of fear and adrenaline. For the first time in days, a sense of normalcy returned to their home. The strange occurrences stopped. The whispers ceased. A few weeks later, as life returned to normal, Lily was playing in the attic, her parents none the wiser. She stumbled upon an old trunk tucked away in a dusty corner. Curiosity got the better of her, and she lifted the heavy lid. Nestled among old clothes and forgotten toys, she saw it, the doll. Its porcelain face was as flawless as ever, its blue eyes gleaming in the dim light, filtering through the attic window. But something was different. The doll's lips were curved into a sinister smile, and its eyes held a knowing glint. Lily's breath caught in her throat. Before she could scream, the doll's head turned and its icy blue eyes locked onto hers. A soft, chilling whisper echoed through the dusty attic, sending shivers down Lily's spine. "We're never truly gone," it hissed, its voice a malevolent whisper that seemed to slither around the room. Lily slammed the trunk shut and ran, the echo of the doll's laughter ringing in her ears. The curse, it seemed, was far from over.